Welcome, my fiends, to another spine-chilling installment of our frightful Cryptmas series. Tonight, we're plunging deep into the snow-laden forests and misty mountains of Central Europe, where one of the darkest figures of winter waits. I hope your house is clean, your spinning finished, and your offerings prepared, because Frau Perchta does not tolerate idleness or mess. This is not your typical Christmas tale of joy and lights. No, this is the legend of a fearsome goddess, both revered and feared, a powerful spirit who walks among us on the darkest nights of the year. Frau Perchta is not your typical Christmas spirit. Far from the merry festivities we know, she lurks in the shadows of Alpine folklore, her legend haunting Austria and southern Germany each year. Some call her the Christmas witch, or even the female Krampus, but this title barely scratches the surface of her complex, fearsome nature. Imagine the quiet, haunting nights after Christmas, known as the Rauchnacht, the darkest nights of the year in the Alpine regions. They say that on these 12 nights, from Christmas Eve to Epiphany, Frau Perchta roams. She's known by many names, Frau Fast, God, Herke, and more. But perhaps her most famous names are Frau Perchta, or Berchta, which means the bright one, or shining one. Scholars believe she was originally a powerful winter goddess of the Alpine regions, who leads a wild hunt through the night sky, accompanied by screeching demons. Depending on who tells the story, Frau Perchta has two appearances. At times, she is a beautiful woman in white, emerging on the 12th night, blessing homes and rewarding those who are good. But woe to those who displease her. Most often she is described as a decrepit old crone with a hooked nose of iron, dressed in rags, with one unsettling detail, a single webbed foot, like that of a goose or swan. In her shadow, the souls of unbaptized children weep, dragged behind her. She stalks the midwinter nights, inspecting homes and checking every nook and cranny to see who has been diligent and who has not. Scholars say that Frau Perchta's story goes back to pagan times when she was revered as a goddess, a powerful figure of wisdom and wild nature, known for protecting the souls of children and teaching the art of spinning flax. Lotmotz, a scholar on ancient mythology, even argues that Frau Perchta may have been the great goddess of the Alpine region, loved and worshipped by Germanic tribes. But as Christianity spread, this ancient goddess became something to fear, of course. A figure twisted into a cautionary tale, a vengeful Christmas witch who punishes the idle and the messy with the most horrifying of punishments. So what angers Frau Perchta? During these sacred 12 nights, everything must be in perfect order, especially on Perchtentag, January the 5th. All household chores must be completed, your home must be spotless, and most importantly, you must finish all the spinning by 12th night. You see, Frau Perchta despises laziness. If you disobey these rules, her vengeance is brutal. She'll slip into your bedroom, slit your belly, disembowel you, and replace your insides with stones, straw, and glass. And if you leave her no tribute, well, in central Germany, you better leave her some herring and dumplings. In Austria, you'll need a porridge called Perchtenmilch. Failure to honor her in these ways could have fatal consequences. Frau Perchta's ancient power predates Christianity, and she was likely once worshipped as a goddess who cared for souls, particularly those of children. She also taught the art of spinning and weaving, tasks central to her mythos. As Christianity unfortunately spread across Europe, the Church grew more powerful and waged war against Perchta's cult, documenting her supposed evil deeds and corrupting her image. Jacob Grimm, yes, of the famous Brothers Grimm, wrote that in her guise as Frau Holda, Perchta became a symbol of female rebellion against godly order. The Church declared her followers pagans, and Martin Luther himself condemned this false goddess, making her seem more terrifying and demonic. He referenced her negatively, preaching that Frau Holda, with her big snout, defies her god. But despite these efforts, the legend of Frau Perchta endured, her followers embracing both her gentle and violent sides in traditions that continue today. Even today, the people of Bavaria and Austria honor Frau Perchta with processions split between Schönperchten, the beautiful spirits, and Schiaperchten, the hideous horned demons. I'm so sorry if I butchered that. I probably did. I'm so sorry. During these parades, the Perchten roamed the streets, draped in bells and furs, scaring children, and reminding us all of the shadow and light that Frau Perchta embodies. In a way, her legacy influenced Krampus, the horned demon who punishes bad children on St. Nicholas's Eve. But unlike Krampus, Frau Perchta rules during the nights of Epiphany, especially on the last 3 Thursdays before Christmas, known as Birchtal nights, when her howling wild hunt echoes through the mountains. So, as January 5th approaches, remember to leave out some food, tidy your house, and honor the spirit of Frau Perchta, not because you fear her, but because you respect her. And if you should hear the wind howling and sense a shadow passing by your door, know that Frau Perchta walks among us, a relic of ancient winters who has withstood centuries of fear, respect, and awe. That, dear listeners, is Frau Perchta, a legend of contradictions, a fierce goddess, a Christmas witch, an ancient power. Just remember, when you're tidying up this holiday season, leave a little something out for her, because you never know when she might come to check on you. Until next time, my ghoulish fiends, keep your spirits high, your homes clean, and stay away from the darkness.